Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your Devops SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, Sonarqube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Okay, so question is, what is Sonarqube? What is Sonarqube? So guys, Sonarqube is we can say it's a quality management tool. Now, when it comes for tool, then we can have saving cost here. Then we have another property saving time also, and then improving the quality of the software. Quality, right? Improving quality. Question is, how can this tool will help us? So here you need to understand what is a quality then first. What is quality? So here I'm talking about the code quality, and then second one is test quality. So code quality means what? So how do we get the code quality? So there is a two ways to get the code quality. One is like peer code review. Okay, that's the peer code review means I write a code, you will review. You write a code, I will review. Like that, it's a peer code review. This has lots of problem because most of the time your team members are not available, so it's become a challenging for everyone. So second method which we have, code review code. This you did you understand that code review code? All of you, all of you. Code review. So here, in order to review the code, you have a code actually which will review the code. Very simple. I hope you are understanding me, all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a code actually. We write a code to check some code problems in code. So can I call this code? Can I call this code rule? Can I call this rule? So here rule review code. But one code, one rule will review one code, one issues, one kind of issues. So here we have a rules actually, so many rules to review the code for multiple different kind of issues. Can I call this as a tool review the code? Review the code. Can I call it tool? And this tool category basically we call it SCA tool. SCA tool would review the code. So now you will say what is SCA? SCA means static code analysis. So this tool is having rules. So rules is nothing but the code itself. Are you understanding now?
Uh, yeah, SCA static code means. Can you just brief something?
Static code analysis. You have a brief here only, no?
Okay, yeah.
Static code means is a tool. Tool have a rules. Rules is nothing but the code, which will review the code. Got it?
Okay.
So we call it this category SCA2. Let me search in this. List of SCA tools. Static code analysis. You can write static code analysis also. Static code analysis tools. So this is the wiki. Let's use refer as a wiki. So many tools. Hundreds of tools you have here. As per the different language, so many tools we have. Look at the Java, some of the popular one like Checkstyle, Findbox, Emma, PMD, all these things. So many we have. Okay, understood now? Hello, hello, hello. I'm audible.
Is this starting timing analysis tool? That's what it's called, SCA tools, Rajesh?
Static code analysis.
Code analysis.
Code analysis. So the question was, what is Sonarqube? Sonarqube is not a static code analysis. Sonarqube manage quality of what? Quality of code and test. Here, when it comes for test quality, then we call it a code coverage reports. This I'll talk about after the testing tools. So here you have a code quality. So this code quality done by these tools, but managed by what? Sonarqube. You want to understand that? Let's understand this. So here, think simple. Okay, this is your laptop. This is the laptop, and this is your code. Now you use multiple static code analysis tool to review your code. So this is the tools you run it, and second tool you run it, third tool you run it, fourth tool you run it, multiple tool you run it, you get a multiple reports. Now these reports you are doing every day you are running, so multiple reports. The question is, how can we and just create issues here? This is one laptop, two laptop, three laptop, four laptop, five laptop, six laptop. Why? Because we have a tens of developers in the team. So the question is very simple. Let's say if you're an organization, not an engineer, organization, how do you manage all the tool at one place? How do you manage all the reports at one place? How do I know which programmer is doing? Remember that very simple thing. How do I know which programmer, who's the person who's writing a bad code, when is written, where it has written, how to fix it, what is the problem? All these things, how would you know? How would you know means how the projects would know. Because using static code analysis tool, you can run on the code, you get the reports, review reports. So for the enterprise, for the projects, it's become very difficult to manage. You need one place where you have all the SCA tools, rules, all the reports, the progress of it over the over the period of time, and all this stuff like that. Not only one project you have, multiple projects you have. So all these things. So for that we need dedicated team, a tool, and that is where that if you look at this, Sonarqube will help you to manage all this stuff. Are you understanding all of you? Hello.
Yeah, Rajesh, if you know what are the list of functionalities of this code, like one by one, we will be.
Yeah. We'll get to know. Okay. So now the next question is how to install Sonarqube. But before that, I want to tell you architecture of Sonarqube. Okay, Sonarqube architecture. So how do we work it? So let's understand that very simple way. Okay. So here we have a Sonarqube server. This is a setup. I'll set it up in front of you. That's not a very difficult thing. So we'll do that. And this is your laptop. And in this laptop, let's make it this as a laptop. And this is a server. This is server, Sonarqube server. This is a laptop. Now here you have a two rules. Now I forgot that. What was the rule? What is the rule? What is the rule? Tell me. All of you.
Rule,
What is
rule,
the
rule to code review. Review the codes.
rule? Is nothing but a code actually. I was so put it in a very simple way, right? Rules is nothing but coming from all these tools. We call it rules, but actually it's a code. For what? For reviewing the code. Simple, right? All of you. Okay. So here you have a rules. Here you have a database, and this is a web UI. So now the flow is here is a code. This is the code. Now code is here, rules are here. This rules which you need to run on the code. So there should be some communication between the laptop and what is it, server. So there is one scanner is here. Scanner. You can say it's like a kind of agent which is there in your laptop. We call it scanner, scanning the things. Scanner is doing most of the work. So scanner runs on the code. You'll have to run the code on the code. Remember that. Scanner is the component which is there in the laptop. Need to run on the code, and then scanner will download all the rules from the server. Scanner will have an idea of the server, and then runs on the rules on the code. Okay, then you have a reports of what is the problem in the source code, and scanner will push that report to database of Sonarqube, and from database which you can see on the website, and here you will get to know who has made a problem, which projects, when it is, how to fix it, how long it will take, all this thing, blah 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 blah. So all the team members, this is you, this is your manager, this is your CTO, all these people will see this dashboard. So this is architecture. That's all. Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
So we need a server and we need a code and we need a scanner. That's all. The moment we run the scanner on the code, rest of the things would happen. Now question is how do we install the server? So let's do that. So here I'll just go to the Google and type Sonarqube download. So guys, we have a multiple download versions. One is a community edition, developer edition, enterprise edition. Ignore this one, it's out of context because enterprise only with HA they have it data center. So these are the three versions we have. So community edition is free, developer edition is paid, enterprise edition is also paid. Now you want to compare, please compare. This is the more details you have it. But right now I have not come for comparison but downloading. So what to do? So guys here, let me log in. Rajesh, Rajesh $12345 and okay. Now remember that Docker, I mean sorry, Sonarqube, you cannot run using this user, root user. No, you have to run it as a normal user only. Okay. So now Sonarqube is developed using Java applications. So if it is developed in Java application, then what you need? All of you. What you need? Hello.
JVM.
JDK.
You need a JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Now you should read the documentation because see, I know that Java 11 is not supported. I'm just because I have a very bad memory nowadays. So I will just read the documentation and I will ask, hey, tell me what your Java version. I forgot that. So here, if I see that version, which version I'm having, so I was using 11, but right now is 9.9. So I'll just check that 9.9 is which version. So for that, there is a server, and you see here, guys, 11 is deprecated. Correct now? 11 is deprecated. So I need a 17 version, latest version. But by the way, if you go for the older version, let's say here you have an older version actually. So you should check that things. Right now 17. So I was assuming 14, but actually it's 17. And scanned is also scanned will work 1711. That's okay. So I need to install the 17, right? So let me ask, do you have a Java? Wonderful, Java is not installed. Now here open headless is there. This I can install it 17. I have 18 also, 19 also. So much of progress is happening. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting outdated. So this you have to do with sudo and install this 17. So I started my career as a Java developer. So now we have 17, I think 4, I guess, at that time when I started. So Java installed, let me check this. 17 we have it. So good to go. Now where do we install it? So let me create one directory which is Sonarqube and cd Sonarqube, and inside that let's download the Sonarqube guy. So here, copy this URL, copy link address, and wget. Done. So now, guys, I got this Sonarqube here. Oh my god. MD. So now this is the package, and I need to unzip it. Here it is. Unzip is not there, so let me install it. Okay, so now unzip it. So basically installation is not a very difficult. Install Java 17 as per the latest. If you go for the older one, you have to 11 will work for you. And this is your directory. Now inside that, go to the bin directory. Okay, bin directory. And here you, which operating system I'm having? It's a Linux. So go to the Linux, and here you have a sonar.sh. Just run it and start. That's all. Start, stop, state, status, all this thing you have it here. So see here is running. Now what is that port number on which is running? So everything about the Sonarqube you can find in this file. You should spend 20 minutes for this file, okay? This file, conf sonar, this file. And if you read this, you can change everything. Default database, the one is for the demo, is H2, but you can have a MS SQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, all this thing you can have it. Lots of information you have for this port information also. Here it is. So default port, I think it's 9000. So which you can see it here. You want to change this here, you can change this, but a default port is 9000, which I can recall it. But the problem is I'm trying to find out default port, but not able to see. Did you see that? Yeah, here it is. 9000. So yeah, I'll just go for 9000 port number. So what is the IP address, by the way? So IP address is this one 9000, and this is your Sonarqube server. Now default username is admin and password is admin only, I guess. Yes, they'll ask you to change it, so you can change it. My favorite password is admin123, admin123. And guys, this is a Sonarqube server which you have got it. Any questions so far?
Mm, Yeah, Rajesh, I have question, but I think later on I will ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys,
Rajesh,
if you look at this, yeah,
the .sh you add in the bin folder, right, for the Linux. How do you
yeah,
get that one? Like you installed in
you
one
will,
directory.
you will have in this bin directory here, here, here. That the place is a zip file. You'll have it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now I think if you look at the image, I got the server up and running. Now I need a laptop where I need a code and this one, what do you say, scanner. So code and scanner. So let's use this laptop for this. So you know that everything I set it up in the tools locations. So go to the Sonarqube folder. This is my local setup. And where is the scanner? So scanner I have downloaded here. This is scanner, but in front of you I will download it new one. So now what to do? So I'll go to just search in Google. I'll say, hey, Sonarqube scanner, enter it. This is the page you should go for it. And if you see that here you have a scanner available. So scanner for command line, if you're using AND, so scanner for AND, Maven, .NET, Gradle, Azure Devops, Jenkins, different form of scanners are there. Right now I'm teaching you command line, so you'll get understanding of it. Okay, so I selected by default scanner, Linux, Windows, Mac, Docker. So I'll go for Windows and click. Automatically it will download. It's the latest scanner which I'm downloading in front of you. Okay, and now show in the folder. And this I'll just copy inside this location, unjar it, extract all in Windows. It will be very tiny file, so just wait for it. And now I'll delete this after extracting because I want something, everything in this location. So I'll just copy, move it. I don't want too many directory, don't like it. So now it's over and delete this. So this is my scanner. So if you look at the list of it, I got the scanner also in my laptop. Now I need to have a code. So where do we get a code? So yes, you can get any code for the sake of it, any code. But I have some codes already suggesting it to you for the running this lab and demo. And here, this is the code. So if you see that, type scan, Sonarqube. Here, this is the code you can use. This is the code also you can use. This is the code. All this code you can use it. So this is the code. It has nothing but two source code, Java code, and that's all. And property file, this is for if you're using the command line, this property file you need to create it. If you're using like Maven or Jenkins, they will automatically create a property file. So that's the reason manually if you should learn and then move on. So these are the required parameters: project key, name, version, and rest of the things here. You can specify Sonar username and password, which language, some of the stuff. So yeah, this is something which you can use it. So I have this code already. Let me show you. I have downloaded it. Don't download it, clone it. If you don't clone it, then the user who has modified the code, you will not get it. So clone it, because scanner has the ability to check your commits of Git. So here if you see, that's a clone one. So what to do? So guys, all the ingredients I'm having it. Let me remind you: server yes, scanner yes, code yes. What do you need to do? Tell me
You need to
what you
start
need
the
to do.
scanner and
So you
configure the
need
code.
so you need to run the scanner on the code. That's all. So where's my scanner? So scanner is here. Bin. This is the one. So let me copy this path and write it down this name also. This is my scanner. This is my scanner, okay? And then where's my code? This is my code. Property file is here. Command line. That's all. So what to do? Run your scanner on the code. That's all. So this is scanner, code, enter. That's all. Let's see what happens. Now there is a failure here has happened. And if I read this failure, I'll just go through that. And here it says, hey, scanner is not able to connect to the Sonarqube. So that's obvious error actually if you look at this. Here scanner is in my laptop. Sonarqube is hosted some VM on the cloud. How the scanner will come to know the IP address of Sonarqube, right? So what to do? So you have to tell scanner, hey scanner, let me go to the scanner now. Scanner is the configuration file for scanner. So you see that there is a pattern here. If you see that here, scanner, Sonarqube property file will be having this name. Scanner property file will be having this name, and then code the project property file will have this name. Sonar Happen project. Just remember that. So yes, you have to modify this scanner property file, and I need to inform the scanner. Hey scanner, my this one, what do you say? Server is on the different port number, and you can access it using, where is that? It was here. It's here. So you can use it here, and that's all. So this line you have to add it in the property file of scanner, and now with that you run it one more time. So the scanner will download, see that what it will happen. Scanner will download the rules from the Sonarqube, apply on the code, create a report, send the report to database. Default database is 2 right now, and then you can see it on this here. The project name is all this thing, you can see that. Just wait for a few seconds more. Yeah, so some questions was there. Please do let me know.
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once this script is run or scanner is run, so it will tell us about the which code coverage or portion is still failing and what is the reason, something like that, or only we get
Yeah.
exception for that.
No. Code issues. So look at this here. You got the completion. Can I go to this Sonarqube, refresh this URL, and the project name is Devops School Chat, and how many issues you have. So bugs, click on this. So how many issues you have? So click on the issue tab. So here you have three issues. All these three issues is related to maintainability. So when this issue was coded 6 years before, who is the culprit? This guy. When he is written this code, why this issue is issues? Click on it. Where is the issue? Here it is. Why this is an issue? Here it is. So fix it. It's type of issues, main, minor, open. You can assign to someone. How much time it takes to fix this? 10 minutes. So here not only you get the project total reports, 0 bugs, 0 security issues, 0 hotspot, but 30 minutes of work date, 3 code smell. This is maintainability issues and duplicate code. But also you get every information about it. Here 3 code smells, and these are the more. Understood now, all of you?
Uh, yeah, Rajesh. So can we say it's a detection kind of so remedy we have to do it, right? Once the scanner is completely run.
Yeah, a remedy you have to do that.
Okay. And is there any exception which we can do that? So let's say scanner has found 3 issues, but one, I think vulnerability is some exceptions or some limitations. So also can we mark it like that? So next time when the
Yeah.
scanner runs, it will not be, coming into the report.
So you can say like this. Here you can put it up. It's a block or critical major minor info, or you can define this error can be work, code smell vulnerabilities, and also you can comment here. You can assign to someone. Let's say Rajesh. All issues, my issues, all these things you can do that. So this is something which you have. So
And
guys, here you get all the projects. Okay, here you get all the projects. Left side you see is a filter. In real time, you have not only one projects, you have hundreds of projects. So this is for filtering. Multiple mechanisms are there for filtering the projects. Now here, if you want the project specific issues, you should click on that here. Okay, and you want to browse the code. Here you can browse the code, the same code which you showed you. So you just go through this here, lines of code, how many issues you have, code wise, file wise, you will get it. Go to the code level and see that where's the problem. So they'll tell you, hey, it's duplicate code and all. So like that. So they'll tell you the complete details of it. You can security hotspot check, measurement, you can do that. What is status of in terms of reliability, security, maintainability, coverage, duplication, size, and all. This is very useful for programmers and so on. Now here, if you see the top one, this which will have all the projects, but this issues will show you all the issues from all the projects. Okay, that is something. Now, guys, here I told you there is a rules. I hope remember the rules, right? What is the rules, all of you? What is the rules?
Code.
Code. Code.
Yeah, code.
Code.
Yeah. So where is the rules actually? So here, if you click on this, now look at this. How many rules we have? Different languages. Look at this. Java 622 rules, C++ 412 rules. So these are the rules actually. So you say, Rajesh, I want more rules actually. Yes, you can get a more rules. Remember that Java rules 622. You want the more rules? Go to the administrations, go to the marketplace, and here install the more rules. I'll just search for it. Textile rules. Install it. Restart the server after installing it. So I'm getting a more rules. So that's who will decide who should be getting a more rules. Mainly developers will decide. They will ask you, hey, I want this, I want that. Accordingly, you'll have to get it. So
Rajesh,
now, yeah.
so
Uh,
if
what
every
if
time we do a scan, do we need to connect to the internet, to the Sonarqube, get the rules and complete the scan, or can we host these rules in our network?
Why not? This can be in the same machine actually. Server and this scanner in the same machine can be, or two VMs in the same network, or across the VM also, across the network in a public internet also. It can be anywhere
Because
theoretically.
okay.
Okay,
Rajesh,
guys.
if
So
you
I
need to
got the
create a custom rules, like if you're downloading it right from the marketplace, if you don't have anything like specific to your needs, how do you add the custom rules?
so programming Java you have to learn for that to create a custom rules.
Okay.
So here this is the rules. Remember that last time it was 622. I installed a little bit more rules. So here you have a different, very rich filters for filtering the rules based on the language, type, tag, repository, security, status, and profile, and so many ways. This bug is for CSS bug. This rule is for CSS bug, like that. So here you have all these rules. Filter it. So these collections, like Sonarqube, I just said, right? Remember, is a management for rules, management of your projects, what code issues you have it, you can find out here, all the issues you have here. So like that. But guys, if you think all these rules which you installed it got applied on the source code, then you are thinking wrong. Yes, this rules is not applied to your source code. These rules you have at for the management level. That means you have all this. So then you'll think which rules got applied. So basically here what is happening, you'll have to create your own profile. Look at this, read this. Quality profiles are collections of rules to apply during an analysis. Yes, quality profiles are collections of rules to apply during an analysis. That means you have to create a profile, quality profile, and then add your favorite rules into it and then run on the project. So then you'll say, Rajesh, you have not created a profile, but you run it. I saw the issue has come. How come? So what Sonarqube has done it. Sonarqube has created one default profile for every language. So this is for C Sharp, C++, Docker, Flex, Go, and Java. So basically, if you look at this profile, because it's a default, has 479 rules. 8 minutes ago, it was used by default. I did not specify. So this profile has this many rules. Then we'll say, can I create my own profile? Yes, why not? Create it. Name that what languages you want. So you want to extend from existing quality profile, or copy, or create. Create from blank. Which language? So let's say I'll go for Java. Here, what name of this profile? Devops school, and create it. Now, which project you want to assign with it? So here, this you have a zero rules, right? So you created a quality profile, DevOps school, zero rules. Can we activate it? So you say, hey, I want this in my profile. I want this in my profile, but I don't have a patience. It's like a many days process. So I'll just do the bug changes, activate everything of Java in my DevOps tool. Simple. Activated. Few got it. Deprecated. So now I have a quality profile here. Look at my screen here, which is not a default, but it has a this many rules. Updated 5 seconds ago, but used never. So what to do? I will allocate the project now. Change the project. DevOps code. Done. So now what is happening? You know what? For this project, the quality profile will be not a default but a DevOps code. Can I run it? So remember that last time we had a 4 code smell, because we are running too many other rules also. You may have a more code smells. So let me run it one more time. And you should look at this output. Don't ignore it. Slowly you get a lots of troubleshooting skills from here. Look at this here. Loading quality profile. The name of the quality profile is DevOps code. Here you see project key. Okay. And here you see, look at this here, quality profile for Java Devops code, which I created for the project, this one. And it's almost done. And look at this. So can I go there in the project and see that earlier how many totals? So look at the issues. See that here, so many issues has come. Why? Because I run more rules, more check, more issues. You can see the inactivity, 2 times I run, and suddenly it was from the 4 to how many issues we got it? 40, I mean somewhere close to 38, I guess. 38, yes, code smell 38. All the related to code smell actually. So this is the quality profile. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys, if you see that here, there is one message called past. What is past actually? So here, basically, this is coming from the quality gates. So now the question is, what is the quality gates? Guys, you know what? Let's say I'm your manager and I keep sending an email saying that, hey, write a better code because we have a bugs coming because of bad code after the release. So write a better code, keep reminding you, but you guys never listen actually. Never listen. I got frustrated. So what I decided, I'll use a quality gates. So quality gate is a way to tell developers, hey, if you don't follow these parameters of this quality standard, no matter how many commits you do, I will not take your code for the further build and testing. So if this quality gate is failed, that code will be with you only. I'll not take that code for the next testing on release. So that parameter, the condition, it's a self-service actually. You don't need to send an email, everything will be automated. So here quality gates, this is the gate which was so relaxed actually. So it's passing all the time, here passing all the time. So I'm going to create a very strict goal actually. So let me create my quality gates. Name of the quality gates is Devops tool. Save it. And now here I'm going to put the conditions. So how do you put the conditions? So here conditions, I'm going to add it. So this is Sonarqube, this is the Devops code, and I'm going to add a condition for the project which is Devops code. Permission you can set it up, and here I'm going to set the conditions. So they have given you conditions here. You can delete it if you want it. If you don't like it, their recommended one, you can delete it. That's up to you. And but yeah, I should create a conditions. So I'm creating a condition from scratch. Add conditions on overall code. What? Duplicate code lines. It should not be more than 10%. Add conditions. One more add conditions. Overall. Code smells, right? Smells we have it actually. So code smell, maintainability issues. I'm not going to accept it more than 5. Bugs, I'm not going to accept it more than 1. Anyways, we don't have any bug actually. So security issues, I'm not going to take it more than 0 actually. So security, hotspot reviewed 1. So all this thing you did it, okay, and you set it up, apply it to the DevOps tool, and now you will run this project one more time, and you see that I created a kind of conditions which will fail that gate, and you'll get to know why it got failed. Done, guys. Now, can I show you this? See, failed. Why it's failed? So here these are the two conditions got violated. 10% duplicate code it was allowed, but you have 48.6%. Code smells only 5 is allowed, out of which we have 38. So this is the something which you have it. So this is the quality gates guide you can set for your project and decide. You don't need to inform anyone. Automatically it will be governed. So that means that if the gate is failed, you're not going to take this project to the next phase. Are you understanding all of me?
Yeah.
Okay, in administrations, you have a marketplace where you can install multiple plugins if you need. I installed one plugin rules, but under the projects here, you can delete the project, create, edit permissions, and all this thing. You can do that. Under the security here, you can create a more user. Though you can also attach to the LDAP and all, but right now that's not in scope. Here you can create a group and add a users actually. Two groups is default. You can set the global permission for those groups if you want it, or users. These are the very simple things, so you'll do that. Some configurations items are there in, let's say, SMTP, email notifications and all, authentication authorizations and many other stuff. So guys, this is Sonarqube, and I call it's managing your quality of code and test using this tool for your organizations. Understood? Any questions so far?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah, Rajesh, one question is like we have multiple codes, right? For example, there will be so many folders, wrappers, everything. So how do we configure all the codes here? Just like we have one or two files is okay, but in real project we'll have like more codes connecting to each files, right? I mean, reference and so many things.
Yeah. So actually by default you have to tell the directory name actually, and by default SonarQube scan all the code recursively. That is the one behavior. So you just specify that which directory you want to scan the code by scanner, and here if you see that here this one, so source directory is here, and automatically scan this thing. But some cases what you want, something you want to include it, but something also you want to be excluded. Okay, so here you have to specify that inclusion and exclusion. So let me show you that one. So sonar queue include exclude. Okay, so that statement you can put it up. So like this, see here, sonar.exclusion. Exclusion means excluded this directory. Any files inside this directory, just exclude it. Same way, inclusion will be there. Got it?
Yeah. So everything will
So
be
you
in
have
the
to,
policy file,
yeah.
right? The configuration.
Here in this file, property files, you can include and exclude. More questions, guys?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.